Right, so first off, I obviously love graphic design. My name is Calum Cownie, and I'm going to talk to you a bit about production running, audience team stuff in radio and TV, a lot of entry level stuff. So I graduated 2 years ago now, and I'm just going to go through some of the jobs I've had after that. So the first thing I had was a month before graduation. There's me with our director John Ritchie there, and we asked our documentary dissertation group to make a short factual piece kind of advertising their goal project, which is the generating older active lives digitally. So we basically did in our documentary group, we went to location in Stranraer and we filmed this kind of old gentleman's football club in Stranraer, and we kind of used kind of digital technology, showing them tours of like Camden and showing them old footage of them playing to kind of get them active and moving. So there as assistant director, with a small crew, I was doing a lot of extra jobs assistant director don't do. I was also making call sheets that people, some didn't read, and I was helping us in our crew, I was location scouting, I was doing everything we could do there. And that same summer, I got a job as a production runner for the BBC at the Edinburgh Festival, which I've been doing for 2 years now. And as a production runner, as you said previously, it's basically you're doing everything that the production can't do in their office. You're out there running, doing a lot. For the festival, what I'm mainly doing is going outside and grabbing all the contributors and panelists for all these radio shows that are to come and do live shows at the festival, getting them into the green room and signing them. From that point on, I was ferrying them to and fro from the actual stage and the green room and doing other stuff like buying sandwiches, cleaning things. You do find there's a lot of very picky eaters who find with things, like proper all they'll eat is white bread and cheese and nothing else. There's... Hi, so I was doing a lot of production running stuff there, and from there, you meet like-minded people, you ask them, hey, I'm looking for more work, and that's where you get sent to other people. So from that point, I'm actually doing more stuff off the summer season. I did some of these shows. So I do production running and audience team for some of these shows that I do. So Breaking News, Offers Live, It's Brown, and there I do production running and audience team work. Audience team work, you're basically wrangling the live audience. All these shows, they have a live audience of people, and it can range from Picture Slam, it could be just like 30 people. From Offers Live, it could be school children, they could be Mrs. Brown fanatics, which are a certain breed, and you can also get drunk people at the holiday show. You get a huge range of people and you're wrangling them in. You're scanning them tickets, you give them a little sticker, you shove them in the bridges and you get them into the studio. It's all about getting people in and out as fast as possible. But you're also being the face of BBC, so you have to be nice and friendly. They ask a lot of stupid questions, they may be very angry and heckling. I know for Picture Slam, which is a quiz show, you constantly have to stop people from yelling out the answers. Like there'll be someone right at the edge, like, it's Pat Butcher, mate, and no, get it. And another thing for Picture Slam that I do is me and the stage manager, we have to basically be the person that holds the applause sign, but we do that by just by clapping. So every time the 10,000 pot is announced, we can have to go make sure everyone joins in. And there's been a few times when no one joins in, so I'm like a muppet just singing. Which is so fun. You see me there, looking a bit frazzled and red-faced, which is most runners, I would say, look a bit like that. But it's very fun, and it is. You do meet amazing people there. And I've always found with production running and like teamwork roles, it's a bit like dominoes. Once you get one, another one might appear. There may be big gaps between those dominoes, like several months gaps, which it's not how dominoes work, but that's kind of how it works in the industry. And you do meet a lot of people there. I think it's a great entry-level thing for people if maybe you don't want to do taping radio, but you meet so many different people in different departments. So say Breaking News, you can meet comedian writers there, you can meet camera operators from Mrs. Brown Boys or Picture Slam. You can meet a variety of people there. And then once you kind of get that personal connection with someone, and you're in their kind of zeitgeist, in their radar, if you're ever asking for advice for a different industry, maybe you want to go to camera, maybe production secretarial work, or writing, you've got someone you can maybe go to first and just send an email their way. And how did I get it? Now I got it for a name before I got it. Dario. Dario was asking for people in Edinburgh based to do stuff with BBC Fringe, and I said yes. And from that point, he just asked more and more. Now for advice to give people if you're trying to get into the industry as well, if you're at university, do look to your lecturers. Dario and Michael, they are all taught, so many people are now in the industry, and they're kind of always aware of stuff that's going on. Maybe there is a traineeship that's an application that's opened up. Maybe there's a grant, or maybe there's looking for runners. There's always something going on, so just give them an ask for some advice. I know like fairly recently, I think Dario actually put on LinkedIn looking for drivers for traders or something like that. So they know what's going on, so don't like take it for granted, just ask them a question. Also, as I said before, the fact you're in AirTV and come to events like this is a good sign to show that you are in some way interested in seeing what's going on. In AirTV, I do find that you can learn things you never learned before. Like you said, maybe you made a short film, you made a call sheet for that, and you think, holy fuck, call sheets are amazing, I want to do that forever. And so you kind of go into that career. Or maybe you like cameras, or maybe you like writing, who knows. But AirTV is a great place to do that. So there's obviously WhatsApp groups and Facebook groups for runners in Scotland, and there's one in Central Belt, and there's one in Scotland in general. And they're always great places to look for stuff that's going around. I know our alumni, I think Ian, he got some gaffing and rigging jobs just through that. So you can always get that first kind of dawn of set the others going is these Facebook groups. There's also stuff to do emailing, asking people. Say you recognize someone's name from just the credits, maybe they're alumni, maybe there's something else. Honestly, sending someone a nice email and saying, hey, I liked what you did, a lot of them will be very flattered and always hearing that. And if you're asking for them some advice, maybe they'll give it to them. I'm not saying you email someone like the director of BBC Scotland saying, I like your work, give me a job. That probably would work. But honestly, just sending an email or a LinkedIn message to someone and just saying, hey, I'm very excited, I want some advice, that would be great. Now, AirTV is not completely for granted. When I first started jobs I got was because I made a short film. It was on Facebook, and I think it was like a friend of a cousin of a first man's dog saw that, and they recommended you, and I got a technical assistant job, unpaid, in Berwick-upon-Tweed, which was pretty cool. So it shows that AirTV, you can get something from it, and it is a great time to be there. Not much more to round off there, because everyone's kind of been said, but really just look at Facebook and WhatsApp groups, ask questions, be happy, and yeah, good vibes on there. Thank you.